This is Keel Infrastructure Corp, listed on NASDAQ. If you have never heard it before, don't worry, I'm going to break it all down for you. So, right now, the stock is sitting around the $5.87, down about 4% on one day. But that one day move isn't really a story here. The bigger picture is way more interesting. Let's rewind to the start of this chart. Back in August, back then this stock just was trading for barely more than $1. Quite boring, nobody was paying attention. Then something happened. The price just took off. By early October, it had rocketed all the way up to around $7. Can you imagine turning a small investment into something like 5 or 6 times its value in just couple of months? That's exactly kind of move that gets everyone talking. But here's the thing. About fast moves up, what usually comes next? Yep, you guessed it, a pullback. After that October peak, the stock slid hard, all the way down toward the $200 range by February. That's a brutal drop if you bought it at top, right? Just bounced around in a tight little range, not doing much of anything. Some people call this a basing period, kind of like stock catching its breath. Have you ever noticed how the quiet periods are usually right before the next big move? Well, that's exactly what happened here. Starting around May, buyers start stepping back in. Slowly but surely, the price began climbing again. By June, the momentum really picked up speed. The stock surged from the $2 all the way back up to the near the $7 again. That's another huge run, almost matching the high from the back in October. Pretty wild how history kind of repeated itself there, don't you think? Now, after hitting that recent high, we are seeing a pullback again down to the $5.87 level. Volume has been heavy too, over 51 million shares traded. High volume on a move like this usually means a lot of people are paying attention. So the question is, where does it go from here? Does it bounce back up and break new highs, or does it cool off like it did last time? Nobody can say for sure, and that's the honest truth. Charts can show us the past, but they cannot promise us the future. What this stock really teaches us is patience and discipline. The people who win in big moves like this are usually the ones who don't panic. So tell me in the comments, have you ever held through a wild swing like this? What would you have done if you bought in at the top of the back in the October? As always, this is not financial advice. Just look at the chart, so do your own research, stay calm, and let's keep learning together.